So I'm sitting here thinking about Chelsea and what we've done all season long, and I have a thought. When I look at Maresca's tenure and what we've done, based off of from the beginning of the season till now, I definitely think we've had a great season. I think we have really flourished as a unit, as a team so far. And I think there's times where we've become very complacent. And I think obviously we have defensive issues that we need to work on, especially counter defending on the ball. But regardless of that stuff, I want to talk about the transfer window. I want to talk about some things that I've noticed about this transfer window. Is that Maresca is looking to sell players that we literally just bought in at the beginning of the season. And in my opinion, I think he's gotten a couple players wrong. Ronaldo Vega, he got wrong because now he's trying to sell him. Look, Dortmund looks like a team that's going to take him from us. Dewsbury Hall is another player. West Ham looks like they're going to take us. Desai is going to be gone. Badiashile is going to be gone. Looks like it, and I hope so because those are four players to me that aren't great. Those are four players who you should have never stayed. And I think us deciding to send out Trevor Chalobah on loan instead of keeping him inside of Maresca's system, to me, was one of the biggest mistakes we've made as a club. Like Trevor Chalobah, a caddy player, we've showed us that he can survive in the Premier League and do it at a very high level, and yet we still just didn't allow him to try. And now he's flourished at Crystal Palace, and so regardless of what happens, hopefully we recall Trevor Chalobah and put him in the first team. But we got to get rid of Badiashile. We got to get rid of Dewsbury Hall. We got to get rid of player. Here's another thing, and Christopher Nkunku as well. And Nkunku's now been because we have so much squad depth. He's now been turned into a useless player, and he hasn't played great, to be frank at all. I mean, if PFG come knocking for $45 million, selling the PSG for $45 million and get rid of it. I just think us as a club, and another one we just haven't used at all. He's fully fit. He was arguably one of the best left backs, in England, a couple years ago. But Ben Chilwell, why? I understand that he doesn't work for Maresca's system, but get him gone off the books. We have to be effective in January because there's so many players in the squad that we can get rid of. Why not? Why not get rid of them? I mean, those players I just named: Dewsbury Hall, Chilwell, Ronaldo Vega, even Christopher Nkunku if he wants to go as well. Who else? Desai, Badiashile. That's 6 players right now that we can get off the books, and that would be. And these are 6 players that aren't the best. I mean, the only one that I would keep probably is Christopher Nkunku, but for the rest, they can leave. I don't know. I think we as a club need to be a little bit better and more disciplined when it comes to the decisions that we're making in the transfer window. And I think we will. I think we'll be a little bit better. But right now, it just doesn't make much sense about what's going on at Chelsea. And we need to keep the club moving. We need to keep the club fluid and in and out because the amount of players that we're going to bring in the summer or whatever Maresca is going to do, we're going to have to make some money back. And those are 6 players that we can make some money back from. To me, there's still so many questions. So many questions when you look at players like João Felix, who isn't getting enough minutes, in my opinion. Mark Gay, who probably isn't getting enough minutes, but he can start in Conference League and stuff like that, and FA Cup. And then there's what do we do about Jadon Sancho in the summer? He's on a loan right now. Do we go buy him full? I don't know, but I think when I think about Chelsea right now, one of my biggest things, and I think a couple different positions that we can go fill. We need another center back because Wesley Fofana's hurt. We need a really strong, experienced, disciplined center back. We need a left and right mid as well. The project of Mikhailo Mudryk is over because he's now on that drug, with a suspension, whatever it is. So that sucks. But when I look at a player like Jadon Sancho, when I look at Pedro Neto, when I look at Madueke, to me they aren't good enough. To me they aren't defending enough. To me they become very stale. And some games they're playing great. Noni Madueke, whenever he played against, was it Bournemouth? He was very fluid. That game was his game. He played well. But then there's other games where it's why is he on the field? And it's we need some consistency when it comes to wingers. And I think I know we keep buying wingers, but I don't know. I think we should really think long and hard about extending Jadon Sancho or not. And I think that's going to be a question that the Chelsea boss is going to have. And maybe even a 6, like I said, a CDM. Because, I don't love, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't love Lieva. I don't, and I think like he's very young. I think there's potential for him to be really good, but I think he's still like ways off of being that guy. I think we put too much expectation on him to be great right now, and I think that makes him struggle as well. And so we as a club need to be a lot better when it comes to those aspects of it, and I think we will be, and I think we will be better. So just a matter of time what that looks like. But let me know what y'all think down below in the comments about Chelsea in this transfer window.